How's it going here? Welcome back to the channel. And today I'm going to do a quick unboxing of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I know it's been out for a while, so it's nothing new, but you can see here, iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is the 256 gig version, so nothing too exciting, but I'll kind of tell you why I got it. I already have the standard Pro, and these pull tabs really never work. They always bust like that. I've seen other people's unboxings, and it's happened to mine and my previous iPhones as well. But let's go ahead and see if we can do this. There we go. And we'll pop it open. And like we all know, there's nothing in the box. As you can see here, I got the natural titanium color. I actually like titanium on phones. This one looks pretty nice. Different from what it looked like in the store, which it always does. But you can see it here next to my black, smaller 16 Pro there, what that looks like. And also next to my 13 Pro Max that I just did a comparison with. If you didn't check out that camera comparison, it's up on the channel. You can see it's a little bit bigger, taller anyway. And I think it's supposed to be a little bit thicker than the 13 Pro Max. You can see the fingerprints that collect on these stainless steel sides there. And also next to the 15 Pro Max, you can see it's also a little bit taller than that. 0.2 inches bigger, 6.9 versus 6.7 on the 15 Pro. And it's going to be the exact same thickness. I believe it's 8.3 millimeters, so same thickness there. And we'll see how this works out. But let's go ahead and see. Like we all know, we've only got minimal things in the box. We just got the USB Type-C to Type-C charging cable. We've got our standard minimal paperwork here from the iPhone. Let's see. This is going to tell you about eSIM. So it's just going to warn you, hey, no longer SIM cards, using a eSIM, no physical SIM, which really sucks. I wish Apple would actually bring back the physical SIM card here in the US. For those of you who are not in the US and you still have physical SIM card access, you're lucky. Even though eSIMs can be easy to swap, if you swap SIMs as much as phone reviewers like us do, you're going to wish you had a physical SIM. So that's it. Nothing special in the box. Nothing special about this box compared to the others. But we'll go ahead and take this off. There you go. And a little bit of ASMR there for you. So all the same things. You have your volume and your action button. Same Type-C port on the bottom. And then the nice camera modules. And of course the controversial camera, don't call it button. I don't know why Apple doesn't want to call it button, but it is the camera control is what they're calling it. But I really do like this titanium color. Nice frosted glass back. I like the sides here. They're kind of shiny but kind of matte. They're not super gloss like the iPhone 13 Pro Max. You see there it gets fingerprinty. And the 15 Pro Max, yeah, that's also matte. I don't really notice it that much because I have it in a case. And you can see it here compared to the standard black 15 Pro with also camera control button there. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this thing up with my 16 Pro information. So I'm just going to transfer it over. I'm going to start using the Pro Max. And the reason why I got this Pro Max is because when I was using this 16 Pro, I was doing my latest camera comparisons with the 15 Pro Max and the 13 Pro Max. And both of these phones, when I was using it outside in the California heat with the camera obviously all the time, so that's abnormal usage. That's pretty intense because you're getting a lot of heat from the sun, plus you're getting heat buildup from constantly using the camera all the time. And these two phones are fine. They didn't overheat. The displays stayed nice and bright, so I could actually see what I was capturing and making sure that the images were all as sharp and as in focus as possible. But on the 16 Pro, this thing was overheating a bit. It was getting hot, and so I really noticed it, not because it was getting super hot to the touch, but because the screen would always dim. So it was not nearly as bright as these two phones, and so I was having a hard time seeing through the viewfinder and a hard time verifying the photos were in focus and sharp because it would go into auto dim because it was overheating. And so this happened in every camera comparison that I've done, and this has never happened to me for any of these iPhones that I've had in recent years. So I don't know if this is a necessary bad unit. I don't think it is because in normal operation day to day I don't experience any of that stuff. But I really noticed it because the screen was auto dimming and the battery completely drained in just taking shots outside for one camera comparison, where these two were perfectly fine, didn't overheat, and had more than enough battery to last. And so I'm gonna see. I didn't want to reset this because I set this up from scratch. I didn't transfer any of the data from any other phone. This was just straight out of the box, and I installed everything myself. So I don't really think that's the problem. Although if it continues, I might factory reset it. But I want to see how the battery life is and if this Pro Max, 16 Pro Max performs just like the 15 and the 13 Pro do, with no overheating, no screen dimming outside, and better battery life. So that's really what I'm hoping for. And also it's just a reason for me to check out the 16 Pro Max. I didn't want to get it, but you know, every year I tend to get it, so I was gonna probably get it anyway. So any excuse I can to get more tech, I'm all for. But anyway, that was a bit of an unboxing, a quick story time, and just saying I've got the Pro Max on the channel. I'll probably be using this for the future camera comparisons with an iPhone 16, just because I'm hoping for the bigger screen, easier to see outside, and hopefully the better battery life, and hopefully no overheating or screen dimming. So there you go, quick unboxing, quick story time. Let me know if you have any other questions or comments, and what camera comparisons you might want to see coming up with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Drop them in the comments below, and thanks for watching.